EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2. We've got a good one here between the New England Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Unplug this.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports from the 6.
Oh no.
Return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Throwing Jones. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Jones. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. From the gun on 3rd down. Jones. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. The kick by Bass is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. This defense for the Pats, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Sticking with Walker on second down. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Murray off play action. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he's got some space here. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Again, it's Harris on second down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. And here's another carry for Harris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To throw on 3rd down, Jones. That's complete to Mooney. And they will get to him at the 7 and snap him short of the first down marker. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. William Golston in on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no.
Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Jones off the bootleg. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals, because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep it from getting a first down as well. That time they weren't up to the task, and it's 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with Harris. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score.
Najee Harris with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Pats able to cash in for 6.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead grows to 10-0.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Bass now to send it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Play action. Now it's Murray. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. On the return, Johnson. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Back to Robinson now on first down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Juwan Bentley was the one who found his way through and finished off that play.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
That swung out wide to Harris.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Touchdown, Patriots. Marvin Jones, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Pats able to cash in for 6.
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
He's got it, and it's 17-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Murray. He completes this to Walker. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Preston Smith in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Murray now to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Let's go now.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. He'll get this down to the 38.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to find that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Jones now on 3rd and 2. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Jerome Baker.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jones forced out to his left. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. It's brought in by Harris. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And an anxious moment or 2 there, but they do get him down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
It may sound cliche, but those are the types of yards he can get you. He's such a bruising back.
He is, and typically with that type of a back, if he has any type of stamina, it shows up later in the ball game. Because trust me, guys get tired of running up and trying to tackle that big fella. It wears on him, and then he gets stronger as the game goes on.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. They run again with Harris. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. The kick by Bass is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Man, just can't get the offense going, not the right shit. That's just all bad.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3.
My other book got a fight.
I'm Brandon Gaughan. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. A short kick taken at the 18. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Gordon is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Walker. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another second and goal. On second down, it's Walker.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes.
And the Pats are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Robinson up the middle.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Now Jones on 3rd down. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Alexander Johnson there on the stop.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Murray. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Murray now on first down. Buying time to his left, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Play fake. Murray. Going up top for Kupp. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Back to throw. Jones out to his left. And this will be caught by Mooney. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out.
I ain't got no offense, man. I switched books 3-4 times.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard.
We got no concepts right now. None proper locking.
Looking to throw. Jones. He finds his man complete. It's Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. New England on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5.
Man, he did kill them.
Man open, here is Jones. Touchdown. Marvin Jones. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Patriots are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
They're going to run it with Harris. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Murray. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Patriots are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones.
It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. He's got Higbee complete right side. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. And some room to maneuver. Past the 20. A big pickup of 38. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And this is why more and more teams are getting their wide receivers involved in the running game. When you've got playmakers on the perimeter, you've got to get creative and find ways to get the ball in their hands. And here, this is a great job to get out of that initial contact and turn it into a big play.
Hand off now to Robinson.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Brian Robinson Jr. with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Patriots are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that will bump the lead up to 26.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Hey, simple.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Murray.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here's Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Alexander Johnson. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets him down to the 6-yard line. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. On the give, this is Harris.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The kick by Bass is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, at the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he's got room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Ken Walker
with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Steelers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for New England, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.